Hello, welcome everyone. I'm Eileen from Expedia Cruises, and we are about to set sail into something truly spectacular over the next few minutes because the countdown is officially on for our biggest sail of the year with Princess Cruises. So whether you're dreaming of the sun-soaked Caribbean, the majestic glaciers of Alaska, or the timeless beauty of Europe, there has never been a better time to book. And today we've got an incredible lineup of celebrity guests who are about to join us. But before we bring them on, let's run through a few quick housekeeping tips just to make sure that you get the most out of this experience. So if you're experiencing any technical difficulties, try logging back out and back in. That usually does the trick. You can also always adjust your view settings in Zoom to whatever works best for you. And if you have any questions during the event, just drop them into the Q&A box below and we'll do our very best to answer as many as possible. Here at Expedia Cruises, we're not just about booking vacations. We are about making your dreams come true because we are a full-service travel agency of expert vacation consultants. And we're here to help you book your air, land, and sea vacations. With over 250 stores across North America, we are right in your community, ready to help you to explore the world because let's face it, in today's world of endless options, sometimes planning a vacation can leave you feeling like you need a vacation. So that's really where we come in. And at Expedia Cruises, our goal is to make it easy because looking at these pictures, this is us. We are travelers just like you in your local community, and we've been there. So our promise to you is that we will always provide you with advice you can trust, the best choices, prices, Expedia extras, and that we will be there for you before, during, and after your trip. Now, without further ado, joining us today, we have some very, very special guests. I am so incredibly excited. And so to help launch our 14-day countdown for our best and biggest sale of the year, please join me in welcoming Carmen Roig, Vice President of Sales at Princess Cruises. Welcome, Carmen.
Thank you, Eileen. It is absolutely our pleasure to be here. So greetings, everyone.
Fantastic.
I'm Carmen Roig. Oh, you were phenomenal, by the way. Talk about partnership. So greetings, everyone. I'm Carmen Roig, Vice President of Sales for Princess Cruises. And this year, we're proudly celebrating 60 years of sailing the world. And what better way to honor that milestone than by celebrating one of our most valued partners, Expedia Cruises. So I'm so excited to join you today to talk about Expedia's biggest sale of the year, the 3-day sale. It's the 21st. I believe that's a lucky number, right? 21st year, Princess and Expedia have teamed up, and we know you're going to want to take advantage of this great offer to sail with us. So let me talk about the offer because it's the best we've ever had. You get up to $1,200 of onboard spending money, $900 in ship-wide savings coupons, a reduced deposit, and then when you're booking our fares with Princess Plus, which is the best, it's a savings over 60% of things you would have purchased anyway, Wi-Fi, drinks, and so much more. So I want to go through our agenda. I'll go quickly because we did, and I think Eileen mentioned it. We talked about some special guests we're going to be introducing, but we're going to talk about the legacy of love, of what makes Princess so special, but really why we love you. So we'll take you on a tour of our newest love boats, what I call the next level love boats, Sun and Star Princess. We're also going to tell you about the places we sail. And by the way, that's almost every corner of the world. And we'll show you why we have the best cruise bundles in the business with Princess Plus and Princess Premier. And then, of course, my absolute favorite is the exclusivity of our medallion class experience and the offers, what this does for you when you're on board a Princess Cruise. So without further ado, let's talk about the big celebration, our 60th anniversary. I'm proud to say that our brand Princess, it's celebrating 60th anniversary, and what an exciting milestone. So we were founded in 1965. Princess Cruises began operations on December 3rd, carrying 400 guests aboard the Princess Patricia, a turbo-electric vessel from LA. So you think about Mexican Riviera, Mexico, calling at La Paz, Puerto Vallarta, Acapulco, and Mazatlan. That was the humble beginnings, folks, 60 years ago. And since we started sailing to Mexico on Princess Patricia, now we go to over 300 130 destinations on all 7 continents with a fleet of 17 premium ships. Now, every cruise line has their niche, right? But whether it's fun or sophistication, at Princess, we're all about love. It's part of our DNA. It's in our essence, and it's what sets Princess apart from the rest of the cruise brands. And when we say we're about love, it's much more than that romantic love or romance. It's really, our cruises are for lovers of adventure, culture, cuisine, nature, history, music. It's about spending quality time with family of all ages and all sizes. And whether you're just a couple or you're there with a multi-gen group, I want to introduce you to today's Princess. Cue the video.
Welcome on board the Love Boat.
Love, exciting and new. I'm aboard. I've been expecting you. The Love Boat.
Soon I'll be making another run.
It's a love. Welcome aboard. It's love.
How about exciting and new? What an amazing, amazing new legacy that we're setting. So love is also part of our legacy, right? I want to tell you, it even inspired me, barely out of the crib. Well, I wouldn't say that. I was in high school, right? To pursue a career in the cruise industry, what's turned into a 44-year passion. And it was all because when I started seeing The Love Boat, right, on TV. It started in '75 when Princess helped bring cruises into the living rooms of millions of TV viewers as the setting and co-star of the beloved rom-com TV series, The Love Boat, put cruising on the map, and Princess became synonymous with love on the high seas. And boy, Ed, I got a treat for you, our first guest. She came into my living room and inspired me, none other, Jill Whelan, our celebrations ambassador at Princess Cruises. You all might remember her as Vicki Stubing. It's my absolute pleasure to introduce and welcome Jill to today's event to share a little bit about her story. How are you, Jill?
I'm great, Carmen. How are you? You look stunning.
Almost as stunning as you, my friend. You don't age a minute. I will gotta tell you, you are one of my favorites. Every time I have an event, and you are so generous with your time as our celebrations ambassador, you always say yes. And what a legacy you have. So I want to talk about, obviously, the time on the Love Boat, but someone's telling me you're on your way to the Sun Princess? Like, hello?
I am on my way in just a few hours. I'm terrible at math, but I think it's like within the next 12 hours. I'll be leaving in the morning, first thing, to fly to Athens, where we will board the gorgeous Sun Princess. And we will be in just luxury and fabulousness for the next 7 days. We're going to go to Sicily. We're going to go to Barcelona. We're going to go to Crete. We are going to go to Montenegro. We will end up in Barcelona. And while we're on board, I got to go on the inaugural for a few days in the very, very beginning. So I kind of knew what I wanted to do and figure out where I wanted to go. And so we've booked restaurants. We are going to Makoto. We are going to the Hot Pot restaurant. We are going to Catch by Rudi, which is just divine. We are going to go to the Butcher Block by Dario. We are going to Love by Brito. We're doing all of these restaurants. Some of them we're doing at lunch so we can get everything in, and we're also going to go to Spellbound. So we're going to hit all of the hits. And our last night, we're going to go to the exclusive restaurant for the Sanctuary Collection, which is separate from the other dining rooms, because I've never done that before, and I'm super excited about that. We have massages and facials booked. We're going to do yoga. We're going to do Pilates classes. And we've got excursions that are just going to be incredible. And then at the end of our trip, my husband will board a plane in Barcelona, and we will spend a few days in Paris.
Oh, you'll need Paris after that lineup of everything you've got going on your cruise. That is beyond exciting. I will tell you.
I'm so excited. I can't tell you.
I'm not a hater, I'm a motivator, but I kind of wish you'd stop in Miami and pick me up on the way there. You know what I mean? Because I'd need a vacation.
I'll make that my stop before we head over the water.
I love you, love you. So I know you're heading to Sunny. You were on Sun last year because we saw everything you did to contribute, but you've also been on Star Princess, like at the Yard, haven't you?
Yes, I was at the shipyards, which this has been a bucket list item for me since I knew what cruising was. I wanted to see how they build a ship like this, and it's incredible. If you go to my Instagram, which is official Jill Whelan, I document the whole thing, and there's pictures, and it's just phenomenal. I can't believe how many wires and how many things are behind the wall before it gets to be this elegant, gorgeous hotel on the ocean.
It's a hard hat experience, right? Because you're there while it was under construction. I mean, it still is.
hard hat and steel shoes, steel-toed shoes.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta tell you, we can't have you on if we don't lean into what makes me so proud, which is this legacy of the Love Boat that put my beloved cruise industry on the map. And you had so much to do with that. Look at you. How old were you there, Miss Vicki?
Oh my
Stubing?
goodness, I think I was probably like 10 or 11 right there, maybe 11 in that
What
picture.
a career. How did you land that spot? This is an iconic show. I mean, you're synonymous with it. So how did you get this spot? I'm curious.
Luck. I was doing another show for Aaron Spelling, who was our producer, and my show didn't make it, but I'd already guest starred as that character Vicki on an episode, and they asked me to come back and stay on the show. They loved the relationship between the captain and Vicki, and he really wanted to widen his character rather than just being a captain. He wanted to show more of Meryl Stubing's personal side, and the audience loved the first episode that we did. And so that was how it happened.
And I got to tell you, the dynamic of the cast, honest to God, it's the reason I got into the industry. It was so genuine. Did you really like each other? I mean, it blows me away in Hollywood.
And we still do. And as a matter of fact, Ted Lange and Fred Grandy and I, Ted played Isaac the bartender, and Fred was Gopher, your yeoman purser. We just did a play last year together in Dexter, Michigan, and we're doing another play together that Ted Lange wrote off Broadway this summer in New York City. And we also are just starting a podcast called the Official Love Boat Podcast, where we invite guests who used to be on the show. We talk about the episode. We just did one with Jimmy Walker. We did one with Juliet Mills, and we did one with Loretta Swit. We've got a whole group of people. I mean, we had over 1,000 guest stars, so the list is endless. And we're going to be bringing that out soon. The podcast is not yet out yet. We're trying to get a few together. So we love
you got to tell me when, Joe. We got to promote this, because let me tell you, you have such a following. The Love Boat has a following. So what's your favorite memory of your princess cruises?
Well, from the cruises, I would say, and I've said this a lot because as a mom, this was a literal dream come true. Taking my kids on a cruise to the Mediterranean. It was both of their first times out of the United States, and my son had just accepted being in a fraternity. So we went to Athens. We went up to the Acropolis, and my son saw the Greek lettering, and he actually got teary, which, you know, for kids are pretty jaded at that age, or at least they're not going to show you vulnerability, because it was what he was doing, pledging a fraternity. And here it was where it all started. And just showing my boys the world and exposing them to other cultures and different people, which I just think is so important. I mean, as a global society and with the internet, we are all so much closer because we're so much more connected, that I really, it was a moment I'll cherish for the rest of my life. And then the last one was, we just did a cruise with my dad for the 2023-24 New Year. And we just lost him this past June. So it was a family cruise with all of us together. It was the best time. We have the best memories. So those are my two favorites.
And that is a beautiful one. I got to tell you, what a blessing, right? That your kids get to be global citizens, that cruising and travel opens the world. And obviously to be able to have had that cruise with your dad, that's spectacular. My family and I would do a New Year's cruise every
We-
year.
We
Every year.
sat together and we played cards in the Crown Grill when the Crown Grill wasn't open. And that's a memory of us all around a big round table playing gin rummy together that I'll never forget, and I'll have it forever.
And that's what cruising does. It gives us these quality moments to have these collections of experiences. Now, I'll tell you,
Yes.
one of the things that everybody's been telling me is that you were just absolutely excited. I was excited about is finally entering into the ship within a ship category with and by the way, we've raised the bar on luxury with Sanctuary Collection. Tell me a little bit about your experience. You mentioned that on the cruise, you're having dinner there at the private Sanctuary restaurant.
Well, I mean, I cannot wait to walk through the sanctuary doors, and there's the slide. There's my most favorite thing in the world, the champagne wall. It is so bougie fun. I love it so much. You ring a bell and a white glove hands you a glass of champagne. Why is this not my daily life? I don't know, but
It will be on this cruise. Can't wait.
and it will be, and we will be sitting up in the sanctuary under the beautiful Mediterranean Sea, enjoying each other, having beautiful charcuterie. It's so luxurious and fabulous. And the great part about the Sanctuary Collection, what I love the most is if you are a multi-gen family, the adults can have their vacation time up in the sanctuary. The young adults can be out, with everybody else listening to the music and the steel drums and all of the fun stuff that they do out there. The young kids can be in the clubs by themselves, and everybody, what it's a lot like? It's a lot like what the Love Boat was to our fans. It's a
Oh, I
place
love that.
where you can go as a family, like Love Boat, the show was a place people could go, watch the show. And this is the biggest compliment we get from people. They all say the same thing. I could sit on my grandparents' lap, watch the Love Boat, and we both enjoyed it for different reasons. And it's just like this new Sanctuary Collection, Ship Within a Ship. Everybody can go and everybody can have an experience that's true to them and their generation and love it.
I absolutely. So I'm going to show a video because I am a visual person. While you're experiencing it firsthand, we can watch this.
Ah, I'm so excited.
I am excited for you. And again, the Sanctuary Collection, I love the idea that it's not just all suites, right? It's all suites, mini suites, and even our deluxe veranda staterooms,
Yes.
right? Which is phenomenal because that means, again, multi-gen, you can have different types of folks, you can have different types of accommodations, you can all be together. Now, I'll tell you, here's what I'm really excited about. In celebrating our 60th anniversary, you, none other, our very own, will be part of our celebration. Can you tell us a little bit more about your role, not just as the celebration ambassadors, but you're going to host this incredible 7-day round trip voyage on Royal, March
it is
through the 14th.
It's going to be epic. When I'm hearing about some of the guests that we are going to be having on this cruise, which I cannot talk about yet, it's going to be stratospherically epic. First of all, what I can talk about is that we're going to have the Temptations on board. And the Temptations who did the Love Boat they still got it. They're still amazing. The music is iconic. It is everybody in the world, from my kids to my great grandparents, all know their music. So it's going to be a spectacular 7-day celebration, going to some of the original stops that we went to. And it is going to be so much fun. And I don't even know if there's any tickets available still, but people have got to go. It's Cabo San Lucas, Mazatlan, Puerto Vallarta, and Los Angeles. It's going to be so much fun. And I really, really, really hope people will come and join us and reminisce about the 60 years of Princess and how far we've come. And what it is that we are today and who we are, and just enjoy with your family and your friends and have a fabulous time. Because
And with you, Vicki Stubing. So if you think, by the way, that's the week of my wedding anniversary, March 13th. I might have to join you, but I want to raise a glass to you because it's not only our 60th anniversary and you are our ambassador of celebrations, but it's also the 60th anniversary of the Temptations, My Girl. And you're my girl. Cheers to you. And
Cheers
to an
to you, my
amazing
girl.
vacation. I can't wait till you get back from vacation and share with you. Have an amazing time. I can't begin to tell you how much we love you. And you really are synonymous with the Love Boat and our family. And without you, I mean, how could we do this without you, Jill? Cheers
Oh, you're
to a
the
great
best.
vacation.
I'm honored to be here, and I love you, and I'll see you in a couple of weeks.
Thank you. Oh, folks, you just got a major, great blast from the past. Vicki Stubing. I grew up, I always used to say, why can't I be Vicki Stubing? Why am I not on the Love Boat? It's okay. Now I'm in the business. So I love it because you heard from her about Sun Princess, right? So let's just talk a little bit more about our newest Love Boat for a second. So if you think about our Love Boat, Sun Princess introed last year, Jill's way on her way, and then Star Princess, her sister ship. This is next level Love Boat. It's Spear class ships, right? So you've heard about all the exciting features of Sun Princess, and we did set sail last year. So if you think about Sun and Star, 4,300 guests, 21 decks, look at all those veranda balconies, 30 plus restaurants and bars. Okay, Sun Princess has to move over because her sister is well on her way. And I cannot wait to share with you. So if you think of some of it, I'll just show you some of the spots. These aren't artist renderings. These are the actual shots when we were on Sun. So just a couple, I'll go quick. So the beautiful dome. This area is spectacular. Again, this Sphere class experience allows us to bring in the elements. And that's why people cruise. They want to see the gorgeousness of the ocean and the sea. And where better? We have entertainment venues, indoor, outdoor pool, absolutely spectacular. Then the Princess Arena. Talk about an arena. It's a theater in the round. It's a theater in however we decide to really deliver these incredible experiences. And then you heard Jill say she's going to be doing Spellbound once she's on board. So Spellbound is an exclusive partnership, right, with Magic Castle in LA. I don't know if you've ever seen this. This is not everybody's magic. This is unique, extraordinary experiences. So that brings us to, I keep saying this is not your Princess of 60 years ago, right? I really want you to think of us differently. And so much so that I'll go a step further and talk about us and want you to see us really as the best foodie destination at sea, right? This ship is also an incredible destination at sea for foodies with 30 restaurants and bars. And there's no one better than this man to talk about all the great new dining concepts we've introduced.
Hey guys, I give this gentleman behind here a great applause. Those are the cooks in the kitchen, the service staff, the maîtresses, the restaurant manager who make it work. Without them, we couldn't succeed. Okay, let's give an applause here.
Wow. Folks, you got Rudi, thank you for joining. Ladies and gentlemen, Rudi Sodamin is the head of our culinary arts at Princess Cruises. And Rudi, I cannot believe this because you just celebrated a huge milestone aboard Sun Princess in March, marking 50 years of culinary excellence at sea. I think about the start with our sister brand Cunard to your long role in shaping Holland America's culinary scene. And now you've embodied culinary excellence on the seas for decades. So my friend, I want to raise a glass to you, Rudi Sodamin, on 50 amazing years. Congratulations. I was there.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Where are you
it's not
coming
about
from? Where are you
I'm
coming to us
homeless.
from? Aren't you on a ship?
I'm on a ship right now, on an Enchanted Princess for a few days here, and I was last week on the Discovery Princess in Alaska. So keep myself busy and always shaping our culinary activities to the future. For
You know
me
what I
as a
have in my
chef,
hand, Rudi? What's cooking, good looking? You have your own bobblehead. You've made it, sir. It's going to take me a 50
Yeah.
more to get my own bobblehead. Congratulations.
Yeah, I was one of the, yeah, funny.
That,
Funny.
that was, is that a burrito? I mean, I don't know if folks understand. So the slide I'm looking at, that's Gus Antorcha, the president of Princess, who was the president of Holland America previously. So he was there honoring you that day. What an experience. And then Romero Brito, our dear friend, who I want to talk about, Love by Brito, which you had a lot to do with. He presented you with a self-portrait of you. I mean, that is, tell me how you felt that day. And tell us, I think all of our guests that are watching want to know about how you got into this business and a little bit about your history.
You know, my history, I keep it very short. You can also look my bio up on internet here, the slice of my life on YouTube. For me as a chef, I started with 14 years, and I was very fortunate. My mother was a chef. I was the youngest chef on board Fjord with 23 years old. 26 years I was the chef on the Queen Elizabeth II. With 29, I was running 9 brands for culinary, for Line, and so forth. And then I moved on, had my own restaurants in New York and in Connecticut. You know, I was always keep myself busy, in spite of myself, and that's me. And by now, I've written 15 cookbooks. I also working for a new cookbook for the Love restaurant, for the Love idea for Princess. So plenty of ideas. Hey, it is a race without a finish line. So I would say when I joined Princess, I was very, very delighted, I have to say, to have joined Princess Cruises after my stint with Holland America Line and 3 years ago. And with my extensive culinary vision, my creativity, my passion, I had clearly one in mind to make Princess brand as the best brand in the industry in culinary and food and beverage. You know,
And you're doing
I always had this,
amazing, amazing, Rudy.
yeah,
This is what I've got in my hand. So before we talk about the 30 bars and restaurants and all these concepts, I actually you gave this to me as a gift. I feel like a Rudy stalker. I have your bobblehead. I've got your book, What's Cooking Good Looking. I follow you. I was there that day, and we had the most amazing. Every time I go on our ships and I sit at a restaurant where you have been the curator of, first of all, I don't cook, which is sad. That's why I go on a cruise, because I'm going to have the
well, you know, I always
cook.
say that people you don't have cook at home, come on board our ship. We do the cooking, and you guys are good looking, period.
And you do it with love. So
Yeah,
speaking
exactly.
of
You know,
love, tell me
yeah.
about Love by Brito. How'd you come up with that concept? That's so
You
perfect
know,
on brand.
the Life of Brito was a long-term idea of mine with having a bestseller one time for ordering seduction spice about 25 years ago. This was a restaurant, was a book about love, about romance. And when I met Romero at dinner in my home, we discussed the opportunity to create the first love restaurant ever done on any cruise line or ashore. So we put our head together. So we come up as the interest the first the love restaurant. The real love menu includes the menu includes the Romero's sculptures and art, the venues. You know, everything is with heart, everything is cooked with love, and all the small symbols of love is everywhere, even in the cocktails, and for the table setting, to the food, to the bread and butter, to the food and drink presentation. It's all about love. And what
Every
a great
detail, every
and it's
detail.
all a, and what a great success, I would say so,
I
because
agree.
it never
I
started
agree.
before, and we're just making it better.
So this Valentine's Day, I always tell everybody, Rudy, love, when it's us, when it's love, Princess being the brand of love, I don't just love you on Valentine's Day, that week, that month. We're loved year round. It runs through our DNA. You did a pop-up
Yeah,
in New York
and
City with Brito. Tell me about that.
that was an amazing success. We did a culinary pop-up in December in New York, created this restaurant space on a land basis, which was a tremendous challenge, as you can imagine, but it was a great success. You know, this, as you said, love. When I was asked by an executive at that time, when I was with Holland America Line, and to join Princess, I fell immediately in love because I saw the great potential with my vision to grow a Princess brand to the next level. You know, and still today, win in culinary, building, creating a strong, sustainable culinary culture, infrastructure that is highly recognizable, distinctive in the premium global brand market. You know, as I always say, we create memories, you know, and I always say good food and even beverage creates long-lasting memories for our guests. It's our about is about nurturing our soul, I would say, for all for our guests. You know, this is very important.
Oh, absolutely. It's funny because I got a hold of, and I know these were, custom made for that pop-up restaurant. So, which everything. I went for New Year's and our family had dinner, every little detail.
Yeah, it was an amazing success, and that's what we do on board ship. You know, our mission is, Carmen, to enrich our guests' life with the culinary adventures. And the end of the day, we are all here, each of us, on board ship and ashore to create an amazing vacation memories for a great brand, the love brand, Princess, period. We love what we do, and we excited what we do. And I just on board, then enchanted, and I go in the kitchen, and I could see on the more we have all together, 250 chefs getting together, picture taking with me. We talk about that we love what we do. I think it's so important. The guests feel it, and trust me, I have been around in the industry. I have been around, and I tell you this also, Princess, what we do here, not many cruise ships, no cruise companies can do what we do. I can tell you this, because when you go in our kitchen, you see the positive energy, and you can also follow me on my Instagram, Sodamin Rudi. So I post everyday positive vibes from the kitchen, what we do here, and it's fascinating. We are love brand. We love each other. Can you still hear me? I lost you. Hello? Hello? I lost you?
Hi, Rudy. We can hear you. Carmen, just FYI, we've lost you.
Oh, you can hear me. Good. We lost
Carmen,
Carmen.
your audio is just gone off. So that's the.
Yeah. Yeah. They still can hear me, yeah.
We can hear you, Rudy.
Should I keep it talking or we wait for Carmen?
Well, Rudy, why don't you keep talking for a little bit about your favorite
Y-
restaurants on board?
Yeah, we can also agree. But it's very important to let all our travel advisors know. You know, at Princess, our team, and we unlock the full potential of our brand. We are consistently upgrading our food offering, its quality, and the execution of the final culinary product what we like to do every day. That's very important for everybody there. Also, I'm enjoying working with the entire team of food and beverage professionals in our brand, which it also includes our new president, Gus, who is a truly hospitality-oriented leader and business visionary, who will also grow Princess to the next level. So we have a lot of exciting ahead of us in operation, on board ship, and so forth. So that's really exciting here, you know. So the dining venues on board ship is coming here. My favorite is Tapanak and Hotpot. No doubt about it. One of my personal favorites. Tapanak is a fun experience you have never experienced before. The Hotpot, which I love because you can really have authentic flavors, soups, and appetizers. And also one of my favorite is the industry first, what we do here at Princess, also at Carnival Umbrella, an American diner, a casual venue where you can go any day, anytime during the day here and have a casual offering of a set menu, American classics, buttermilk pancakes, shrimps, fish and chips, and fried chicken and so forth, and a daily carving. O'Malley's, we have done an amazing job upgrading it to burgers, chicken wings, and the famous fish and chips on board ship here. When we go to Sabatini, we just had a partnership with Frescobaldi, which will feature a true Italian Tuscan menu, highlighting the region of the famous winemaker of Italy. We're just rolling it out here fleet-wide. the Crown Grill, as you know, one of the best steakhouse at sea, with a great meat selection. Not to mention, forget the Six Ranches or the nylon Rhine beef from a dry aged Angus beef, even to Wagyu, a place for the beef connoisseur. And that's also very exciting. The Butcher Block by Dario, named after Dario Cecchini, an amazing guy. I love what he does, all about passion, and also creates the home cooking back to on our dining tables. The Alfredo's Pizza, with Tony Chimicani, an amazing guy, the world champion pizza, and I have tasted his pizza, fantastic. Makoto Ocean, an innovative sushi bar offers a set tasting menu. And it's fun. Well, I'm a sushi fan. You know, I love fish and sushi has a lot of thing here. An amazing venue, great work. Well, the Laugh by Brito, we just discussed it. It's probably one of the best innovative new restaurants. And the Catch by Rudi, that's me. You're catching me here. It's definitely it will not, I only can say it will not disappoint you, especially for those with a love of seafood or great food. It also includes steaks, pasta, and the menu, I would say, is always well balanced because I also have a restaurant on board Holland America Line, the Rudi Seltemeer,
The
and
catch
also
by
on board.
Rudi. It's my favorite.
Oh,
You
It's your
have to.
favorite.
good
You know,
timing.
Rudi, you muted me
Oh,
on
you're back.
purpose. You muted
You're
me on
back.
purpose so that I couldn't talk about Catch by Rudi and everything you've done. Sir, I got to tell you, you're a star. I jokingly tell everybody it's always technical, Rudi, and my middle name is Murphy. Murphy's Law hits, and the team makes fun of me. But you know what? We're selling boat rides here. We're the love boat. And I want to raise a glass to your 50 years of amazing passion. You're a genuine star. We love you so much, Rudi. Thanks for joining us straight from the ship. We know the Wi-Fi works much better than in our office, I'll tell you that. Cheers.
Yeah, come on, I was just talking about the catch here. I don't know we were missing here. I explained a little bit the restaurants here, and
You
I'm
did
very
it all.
proud. I'm very proud. And I said with the catch here, it's really about, we're very proud that we have fresh seafood. And I always say the people who worked with me or working with me, it's all about quality. And I'm very proud that my middle name is quality. And people who work for me, they inspire, see my passion on my direction. I cannot do it alone. There's no chef out there. It's a good team puts a good food together here. So back also on what's very good is here, the famous Rudi Soufflé is one of the best selling at the Catch by Rudi.
Okay,
So
you're making me hungry, Rudi. That's it. That's it. No more. I haven't had lunch
well,
or
I go
dinner.
back to the kitchen now, and I go back to the catch, and I go to the main galley. You know, it's not only it's I always have to tell the travel advisors on all the Expedia, trust me, I have been around. We're doing an amazing job on our ship. The guest
do.
surveys have proven the scores has done double since we joined here a few years ago. The crew does an amazing job. We have new menus rolled out here, never done before for many years on Sun Princess. We have new table settings. I also say we eat with the eye first, and that's me as an artist, as a
Of
chef,
course. And
and
that
so
you
forth.
are. You're an absolute artist. So, Rudi, I want to thank you. You've been so generous with your time. Congratulations on 50 years. I'm so glad you're part of our princess family. Now get back in that galley and show them some more love.
We do that.
You know it.
Thank you, guys. We
Thank
could have.
you, Rudi.
Oh, okay,
Thank
guys, good.
You are fabulous. So, I got to tell you, you heard from Rudi, you heard from Jill, you talked about, and by the way, thank you for your patience. But boy, was that fabulous. He muted me on purpose. That way he could get through all the restaurants. So I want to talk about everywhere you want to go, right? Let's just talk about what the destinations are. I'm going to go pretty quick, right? We talked a lot about food and I'm getting hungry. So it's really well known. We're #1 in Alaska. I love that we're #1 in Alaska. Why? Because we don't just visit there. We live there. It is the fabric, the DNA. We are part of the immersion. We got you covered in Alaska and third-party brand endorsements with all of the awards. So when you think about it, whether you see Alaska, round trip cruises, one-way cruises, voyage of the glaciers, or if you do one of our amazing cruise tours, cruises, train, and lodges, we've got it all for you. play the video with our newest shining star is none other than the Star Princess. We have committed to putting our newest ship, Star Princess, summer of 26, in Alaska, purpose-built to get through the Panama Canal so we can get our very brand new ship into our #1 destination. Show our video. Welcome aboard, Star Princess. So many of you will go to 3-day sales locally. You'll get to know everything that is an Alaska cruise tour, right? Because it's very unique to us. In 7 days, you can do a cruise with 3 ports, the train, the lodges, which, by the way, the lodges are our Alaska lodges. So we own the lodges. Again, put your money where your mouth is. Make sure that that experience on land is the same as it is if you're on a beautiful premium Princess cruise. And then I'll take you quickly through some of the other destinations. We literally do the world. So the Americas is really important. I love this map because it shows you we have these home port strategies, right? We were born in LA 60 years ago, but we're everywhere. San Francisco, Vancouver, don't forget, Fort Lauderdale, and we added Port Canaveral last year, and then San Juan this fall. I cannot wait. Those San Juan cruises are going to be amazing. So as we go through, I'll show you some of the other destinations. Obviously, when you do the Americas, Panama Canal, the Caribbean, Canada, New England, Hawaii, Alaska, we don't have to say it, Mexico, and the California coast. So lots that we've got that we serve up. Then, of course, Panama Canal, round trip, partial visits, you name it. We give you lots with partial or full transit. The Caribbean, Eastern, Western, Southern, you get it all from beaches to culture to ruins. And then Canada, New England, as you all know, colonial history, just absolutely incredible. We really give you also, if you think about it, San Juan, we are back. This is going to be the most exciting, the airlift to San Juan. San Juan in and of itself is a destination. I highly recommend you go to San Juan, pre or stay post. But in 1 week, this is incredible. In 7 days, you can do 5 islands, absolutely week long with Barbados, St. Lucia, Martinique. It's giving you more of that Southern Caribbean. Great for families and those who have limited vacation time and want to do something different, not just the traditional East or West. And of course, we give you 3 regions of Europe. We do Hawaiian Islands, Mexican Riviera, West Coast. We already talked about that. Let's go straight to Europe because I think of Alaska as our biggest sourcing. Then we do the Caribbean, but then we give you Europe. So think about us in a global nature, right? So 3 different regions, whether it's the Med, the British Isles, or Northern Europe. And then we're also featuring our solar eclipse cruises. So remember, this 3-day sail covers everything, 25, 26, 27, anywhere we're open. And then of course, our Circle Pacific cruise as well. So do you want to do a world cruise? Do you want to do Australia, New Zealand, Japan? Dare I say, I did Japan last year on Diamond Princess. Absolutely amazing. Anywhere in Asia, that's a great picture with Singapore. We provide you with the world. But if you want to talk about adventure in a glass, now this is what you'll really love, okay? Because while we're on the subject of global journeys, I want to introduce our next special guest. And he's someone who takes you around the world, literally in a glass. Wherever there's a cocktail, he has a story to tell.
Good to be here.
We've got one of the most sought-after mixologists in the world.
Celebrity mixologist
Rob Floyd.
Rob Floyd. Rob Floyd is a cocktail genius. We've been working together for many years.
He's amazing.
Let's make this together. Shaky time.
Barbados, Hispano Lounge.
Rob Floyd, y'all. He's designed cocktails for the Oscars, the Emmys, and the Grammys.
He's here to make custom cocktails.
Together, we're going to take a journey, create an experience, an adventure in a glass. Are we ready?
Ready.
You gotta spank them in. Yeah. This is it.
Oh, God.
Oh, that's cool.
This is delicious.
Give it a little shake like that. Now we do cheers here.
That's amazing.
Enjoy the vodka each sip.
Best bartender in the world.
Sláinte.
That's spectacular.
Cheers.
Here we go, corner to corner. Cheers, everybody, and sip boldly.
Oh, of Cheers is right, Rob Floyd, our celebrity mixologist. Rob, welcome.
I am so happy to be here. I'm so happy to be with all of you. This is incredible Expedia Cruises. This is like a vacation consultant's paradise, and I'm just so happy to be with y'all.
Cheers to you, Rob. Rob Floyd. Have I heard your name one more time? Rob Floyd, Rob Floyd, Rob Floyd. He's brought it to the Emmys and the Oscars and everywhere. Well, you know, he's brought it to Princess. You have raised the bar and dropped the glass, sir. Cheers to you, Rob. It is so good to have you.
Cheers to you as well. I'm so thrilled to be part of this family. You know, most people know me from a TV show. For 10 years, I've been on the #1 TV show called Bar Rescue. But there's nothing more I love than working with the Princess family, creating experiences all over the world and sips that are just unforgettable.
You've really let me tell you, the video says it all, but you are truly, with what you've done to elevate our Princess Cruises beverage program. I mean, we're just thrilled that you took the time to be here today in your very busy schedule, hobnobbing with the rich and famous. I saw so many people there. Now I can say I've hobnobbed with you, Rob Floyd. You need your own bobblehead. I'm just saying.
I hear. Well, I have a great book coming out, so then maybe the bobblehead will come out. But if you want to be, you know, you get to get on these ships all over the world, but you want to go home and be your own favorite bartender, be a Princess Cruises rockstar mixologist. That's what the book is about, Sip at Sea with Princess Cruises. And again, it's being part of the family, and whether it has alcohol or not, the book covers it all. And with it, you have some of our partners that'll mix it up with you, from Matthew McConaughey to Jason Momoa to Romero Brito. They're all going to pop up into your phone, hyperlink, and shake it on up with you.
Oh, I love that. Is so creative. Well, I saw you recently. You were at Sea Trade, which is a huge conference. And Rob, you had this amazing, you know, I love my bubbly, right? This was incredible. Everybody, you are a star. It's amazing. But tell me about Good Spirits and some of the libations you've created for our amazing guests.
Absolutely. So Good Spirits, it's whenever you take a trip, it becomes a journey in the sense of it becomes part of you, who you are. Good Spirits is about that. It's a destination-based cocktail experience. And again, we can do it with or without alcohol. It's all about flavors that are unforgettable. So whether you're going to Scotland or whether you're going to Thailand or Alaska, all of the cocktails feature local sourced ingredients. And then there's also a Harry Potter moment. Some of them change colors in your hand. There'll be gold that'll be speckled through. One of the great things is there's very little sugar used in the cocktails nowadays. Back in the day, they used cocktail be 300-400 calories. Most of ours come in at about 180. So you can enjoy your beverages and not worry about that sugar crash.
Wow. And so now so I've been to Good Spirits many a time, so I feel less guilty about having all my 24 karat gold margaritas. And what's the name of that drink you created where it turns, is it a butterfly? It turns purple.
It is a butterfly, absolutely. So I was really blessed. I ran programs for Gordon Ramsay and Jose Andres, and now being with Princess Cruises, I get to bring these magical tools on board and teach the teams there. So with it, you take the drink and you add a little bit of citrus to it, and all of a sudden it starts to change and evolve colors and flavors. So you get to be your own sorcerer, if you will.
It's like a science experiment.
It tastes wonderful.
So let me tell you, I'm going to give a tip to our incredible guests that are watching, that are going to go on a beautiful Princess Cruise. You better get a good seat at Good Spirits, because nobody gets up ever. You sit there, you watch the mixologist, and it's a front row seat to forget Good Spirits. It's just pure love and happiness.
Absolutely. It's funny. There's a Yale study that says people laugh and smile 17 times a day, but in a great bar, they do it 17 times an hour. And I feel like at Good Spirits, we do it 30 to 35 times an hour. Everybody comes in, they make friends, they just can't wait to experience, and they're show after show, and they're all 45 minutes, and they're all just very interactive and fun.
They truly are. And they're educational too. I mean, I'm that boring person. I'll only have bubbly and wine. But yet when I'm on a Princess Cruise, I go above and beyond. I try a little bit of everything. It just really opens up the world. So we have a whole bunch of new partnerships. This one is interesting to me. And I heard that Rudi talked about it when he was talking about the actual culinary experience, right? Frescobaldi at Sabatini's, because we've had Sabatini's for a while. So what is Frescobaldi? You're educating me, and I need this.
No, absolutely. So if you think of Tuscany, It's a winery that's been doing wines for 700 years. And so they are just known throughout the world as an elegance, but it's an affordable elegance. It's not one of those where it's just it's going to take you, it's a Napa high end, super expensive. It's one that, it's like an elegant way of travel, but being able to taste the greatest flavors that are authentic. And so the partnership with Fresco Baldi not only takes the greatest wines in the world and brings them to you, the Italian experience, but actually feels like it goes back to the Etruscans from 900 BC in the way that they would do their olive oil. The extra virgin olive oil is unforgettable. It's on the table waiting for you.
I love that. So we're bringing Sabatini's, again, part of our brand experience and equity, even to a whole new level with that partnership. And by the way, 700 years, that's how long I've been drinking wine. So I know exactly, and that's how old I feel like. Many bottles of wine. But then the Loveline Liquor Partnership. Our guests constantly ask me about this. What is this Loveline Premium Liquors? You guys keep talking about it, but it is pretty exciting, right? It's only appropriate that we talk briefly about our new Loveline Premium Liquors. What's it all about? What does this mean?
Well, it's taking some of the greatest artists and actors and musicians and some of their expressions and work and spirits and bringing it to elevate our experience on Princess Cruises. So as I like to say, we create an experience, an adventure in a glass. We test the limits and taste the impossible. And for here, you drink with everybody from Jason Momoa or Blake Lively with her zero proof spirits and Kylie Minogue. And you really get to experience something you can't anywhere else in the world. And that's why I love being a part of this. And that's why the teams and people we partner with love being a part of it as well.
Let me tell you, this is, and again, you mentioned Blake Lively and some of the non-alcoholic options, right? Because I know it says Loveline Premium Liquors, but there's also non-alcoholic options that we have also introduced in the Loveline, correct?
That's right, because people want great flavor. They want that experience, but sometimes they just don't want the alcohol, which is great because they have excursions the next day. They're just not drinking right now. Whatever it is, we still want to provide you with that experience, and that's what it's all about.
So we're going to end your segment because I understand recently you did a little game of Beat the Bartender with one of your young partners. Let's run the video. This is super fun.
I'm ready. I'm ready.
Welcome to my dojo. Ready to beat the bartender? I am.
All right, it is time for Beat the Bartender. Are you feeling strong?
I'm pumped, baby!
Of course, you're using the best vodka in the world, which is?
Mealy vodka right out of Montana, baby.
Let's do this. What's that?
What's that?
Oh my God, I love it. That's the Dove.
That's Paloma.
It is a Paloma!
Yeah!
All
One
right.
from Momoa.
We've got our next one. We're going to stump you on the... Are we ready? Are we feeling it?
Ready.
All right.
Coconut.
Ah, there you got it.
Mealy Midnight right there.
Daily Midnight Coconut. That's it. You win. You're a winner.
Thanks,
You
buddy.
guys-
Oh my God, beat the bartender. He beat you.
I know. He's the first one too, and he made sure that he, every time he'll text me or post it or repost it, he'll remind me he beat me. So I don't know. I'm just ready to get back on the ship, get back on with all of you, so that we can sip our way, maybe play some Beat the Bartender together.
I love that video. Most importantly, I love the slurping sound. You know how much he enjoyed your drinks, right? Did you hear that slurping from Jason Momoa? Oh my God, Aquaman. I absolutely love it.
Exactly. One of the
Thank you
greatest
for joining
guys.
us, Rob. First of all, it's always a pleasure, right? And for all of our future guests out there, you can look forward to enjoying some of Rob's tasty libations on board. And as always, I raise a glass to you and tell us the name of the book in 2 weeks.
Sip at Sea. We've sold 10,000 copies. It launches with People Magazine in 2 weeks. And I am just so excited. And thank you for having me. And come on board.
Cheers. Let's see to you and your success. Thanks for being part of the Princess family. Oh, he's awesome.
Thank you for having me.
Ooh, that's fantastic. So I'll tell you what, our Princess bundles, Plus and Premier, I'll go quickly because you just saw all those good spirits. Oh my God, all those incredible creations that Rob has. We have the best values in the cruise industry, right? Literally, a bundle versus purchasing these items on board. It really gives you more for your travel dollars. And if you think about the three anchors that everybody wants, the beverage package, Wi-Fi, gratuities included. Gratuities and Princess Plus, it's just $60 per person per day, but it's a savings of 60% if you were to buy these things separately. Then we took it to the next level with Princess Premier. So Princess Premier, just a little more, but this, I mean, there's only one word you need to know. Besides the Premier beverage package, which is unlimited, did I tell you, unlimited drinks, you have unlimited Wi-Fi, 4 Wi-Fi devices, gratuities, but then unlimited special dining, casual dining, premium desserts, photo package. The list is there, and that's a savings of more than 70%. And I love the reserved theater seating, by the way, for our production shows. I think that's phenomenal. And then, of course, our medallion class experience, we're going to kind of end with that. It's unique, exclusive technology, only available on Princess Cruises. You cannot get this anywhere else. I've got my medallion here. I've got the other medallions that I've had. It opens doors. Just think about it. Not only do you have the way to board the ship, you get a medallion from us. It's keyless stateroom entry. You know everywhere your teammates are. I remember the days when my kids were little, I had to rent walkie-talkies like from Radio Shack. Guess what? You don't have to do that anymore. I love it. I know exactly where the family is. And what I love about the technology, I don't want you to just get caught up on the technology per se. It's what it does when you have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 guests, 4,300 guests on Sun and Star. It's not about technology. It's about what the technology does. And it really allows us to do personalization at scale, exclusivity, giving us options. So amazing. And can I tell you, did I mention it? It's exclusive just to us at Princess. So again, whether it's Plus, Premier, our medallion class, this is definitely not yesterday's 60 years ago Princess. It's today's Princess. And then I want to focus on the 3-day sale. Really quickly, just a recap and a reminder, this is the best partnership, 21 years, lucky 21 doing the 3-day sale. Last year was the best in the 20 year. I know this year we're going to top that. Again, June 12th through the 14th, 3 days only. You can't get the deal a day before. You can't get it after. It is absolutely the best with all the onboard spending money, reduced deposits, Princess Plus fares, and the shipwide savings. It truly is the very best offer all year. And then just to round off some of the things that we've got, because our regular offers are pretty generous already. This goes through July 21st. This 3-day sale applies to our current offer, which is up to 40% off and everything else that we've got going. So we also included in this presentation, because I know Expedia Cruises started in Vancouver, in Canada, Canada, my dearest, incredible team in Canada. So we offered a Canada resident rate offer as well. And you'll notice that's off 10% extra instant savings, April 7th through the 21st, but really important that you know. I want to thank you all truly for joining us. And I want to welcome back the Expedia team, best team in the business. They make us look good, and they are truly a pleasure to work with. Eileen.
Thank you, Carmen. Wow. Okay, who's ready for an unforgettable vacation with Princess Cruises? I definitely feel like I am. So if that answer is yes, or even a maybe, don't wait, because now is the time to connect with your Expedia Cruises vacation consultant and start planning. I mean, as Carmen shared, this is a very exclusive, very limited time offer with Princess Cruises. It's only available through June 12th to 14th. That's just 72 hours to take advantage of these incredible savings, and opportunities like this don't come often. So don't wait. The world is waiting, and so is your next grand adventure. So reach out to your travel agent today, secure your spot. And I just wanted to thank all of you on behalf of our entire team. Thank you for joining us today. And Carmen, thank you, and Jill, Rudi, and Rob for sharing such exciting updates for all the behind the scenes lenses, the stories, and really what to expect on today's Princess. So thank you again, everyone, and hope to see you soon. And be sure to reach out to your Expedia Cruises vacation consultant. Have a great night, everyone. Thank you.